Governor Masari tackles Sheikh Gumi over demand for amnesty for bandits. Says majority of herders living in the forest today are bandits. Governor Aminu Bello Masari of Katsina State has lampooned over the renowned Islamic scholar Sheikh Abubakar Ahmad Gumi over his call on the federal government to grant amnesty to bandits terrorizing communities in the northwest, saying the cleric should preach the implications of killing people to the outlaws, not amnesty. The governor, who spoke to This Day yesterday in Katsina, was visibly disturbed by the nefarious activities of the brigands of his state, explaining that majority of herders living in adjoining forests in Katsina and other neighboring states in the region were bandits and that government should treat them as criminals. Masari, in the interview This Day, also said Gumi should focus on educating and marauding bandits on the importance and value of their own religion rather than trying to persuade government to grant amnesty to thieves whom he said had killed many innocent Nigerians and destroyed properties across the region. Sheikh Gumi, who in recent time met with different groups of bandits in the enclaves in Niger, Zamfara, Kaduna State, had called on the federal government to grant amnesty to the terror bandits who have for long created tension and climate of fear in the north. According to the Islamic cleric, dialogue and compensation of the bandits remained the option that could end the spate of banditry, insurgency and other heinous crimes orchestrated by Fulani militias and insurgents in the country. But Masari, during the interview, said, amnesty for who? Look, Gumi is doing it in 2021. We did it in 2016. At least there was something to learn from us. When we started the dialogue in 2016, 95% of the herders living in the forest were not criminals. But what is the situation today? Majority of herders living in the forest today are bandits. Absolutely shameful. It is very, very true. And the first comment here says, Governor Masari is a hypocrite. He too negotiated with weapon-carrying bandits and shamelessly took photographs with them. Imagine. So again, when compromised, known and consistent compromised politicians all of a sudden are saying the things that the public wants to hear. Why? What is the reason? See, who do you want to deceive? Because again, you can't blame Nigerians for having lack of trust, because again, it has been built because our boundaries have been broken too many times and we never raised a finger. And now when these people are saying things that we want to hear, there's a lot of distrust as to, why are you saying this? Because we know where you're coming from. We know your parties. We know your leaders, even in that power circle of yours. So yeah, and this person says that he took photographs with them. Imagine, is it a graduation thing? The way you take pictures with your principal or head master of your school and you just, take pictures with the guns and be like, yes, you're very, very good. For what? Like, what's the reason? Somebody says, you can keep defending him, but people were advised initially not to negotiate with bandits. Why do something that was I don't understand. Do you have to be advised? Okay, fine. You have to be advised. Like, I don't it's somebody is literally trying. Come on now. Come on. I feel worked up trying to explain why you shouldn't negotiate with bandits. These people are not looking for your interest. Because if they were, they wouldn't attack you in the first place. And so now they've come to attack you and you are literally trying to appease them on their own terms. Because again, it doesn't sound like a negotiation because the power play is different. This person is clearly attacking you. You are not attacking back. So they can attack or intensify the attack any single time. So is it really a negotiation or an order? Why they would call it a negotiation in this case is because we understand our government and we know that they too want to cash out. Because it's proven, and some bandits came out to say that they were cheated of their money because the government told us that they paid X amount, but they were actually paid Y amount, and there was a huge significant difference in what the government said and what they paid. So the bandits themselves were actually scammed. So it's a negotiation. Why? Because the government wants to cash out. Because you don't negotiate with bandits, especially if you know you have the power to overtake them. So negotiation in this context is not used as it, because when you're saying negotiation, you're basically assuming that to some degree one person has, that both parties have power. The difference is that one has power more than the other. So so technically it's an order from the bandits, but then they would call it a negotiation to make it seem like whatever. No, you were scared. And it's not, because it's not like as if Nigeria cannot handle these issues within a year max. It's not like they can't. We have the resources. We know what to do. And we have the experience. Not that we've only been through one war, but still. I mean, our forefathers fought in World War I and World War II, so who gonna check me? I don't understand. I really don't understand. It's so shameful. Somebody says berate him instead of arresting him as a terrorist. Okay, you guys should be pampering him there. Somebody says shoot one of Gumi's relative dead. Let's see if the tune won't change. I understand this, line of arguments, and people use that a lot to try to personalize it. But again, the standard is higher when you're in a position of power. You do what is right. I don't care whether you personalize it or not. The people that put you there put you in for a reason. So we don't have to try to convince you to do what is right, or what we voted you in to do, or what we pay our taxes that give you the resources to do. So it's like, I don't extend grace to politicians. Why should I? Because you know your job. You know why you were put there. But again, everything is so compromised. Everything is upside down. And why they were put there is not even for us. We were just the physical manifestation of proof that they could get us to that place of power. But really, why they want to go there, it depends on who sent them there, unfortunately. But again, if we're going to operate within our terms and our power to vote and all that, why should I be extending grace to you when you know what to do? When I put you there, it's one vote, my vote counts. Excuse me, my vote can change the whole situation of who wins and who doesn't win. So again, if my vote put you there, I voted for you to do something, do it. Okay? Because again, if you're law-abiding, if you're keeping up to your end of the bargain, there is no need for you to settle or compromise. You demand for what you want. Why? Because you have fulfilled. So again, you might describe what I'm saying as entitled. That bruv, I put you in position of power to do something, and you're not doing it, and you expect me to just sit down and start, being sentimental and worry about what happened. I don't care. And not everyone is obliged to care. Some people do. Some people go that extra mile to know how you feel. Some people don't. Point blank period. And that's what it is. It's sad. I don't know what this Gordon Masari is doing. I mean, I know what he's doing because again, a lot of politicians, especially from the north, have been trying to do good cop, bad cop, trying to one is being good and telling us what we want to hear, but you people are all birds of the same feather. So again, it's sad. Put what you think about this in the comment section below. Do not forget to like and subscribe.